So I don't know about you, but for me, my bedroom is where I spend a good chunk of my day. It's where I can just go to relax and be by myself and just decompress. And I imagine that would be true for a lot of other people, including TV characters. Which is why I find it funny when I go back and rewatch a show like Wizards of Waverly Place, we barely see Alex Russo's bedroom. I mean, yes, we do see part of the bedroom in the original theme song, but in the actual show itself, Alex Russo's bedroom is barely ever shown. In fact, out of the 106 episodes that Wizards of Waverly Place has given us, we only see Alex's room 5 times. 5 out of 106. And that number is even more outstanding when you consider the fact that other Disney leads such as Raven Baxter, Miley Stewart, and Teddy Duncan have their bedrooms heavily featured throughout their show from the very first season to the last seasons, but not Alex. And I want to know why. So when we take a further look into when Alex's room is shown, the very first time is in the season 1 episode, You Can't Always Get What You Carpet. Now, this episode was actually the very first episode that they filmed. It wasn't the first episode that aired, but it was the first episode that they filmed. And the plot of the episode is Justin being annoyed with Alex getting whatever she wants because she's daddy's little girl. And in this episode, Alex's bedroom is used when Alex somehow convinces her father and her brother to put up wallpaper that she wants for her. Like, she just sits back and watches them put it up, the wallpaper that she wants. And that was the first and last time that the room was featured in season 1. But in season 2, it was featured 4 times. Alex's bedroom is first seen in the episode Fashion Week, where Harper trusts Alex to watch a dress for her, but instead, Alex is trying it on. And then her room is also featured in the episode Helping Hand, where Alex tricks a magical helping hand into helping her doing her chores, including cleaning her own room. And then again, we see Alex's bedroom in the episode Hugh's Not Normus, where Hugh Normus, the fictional creature who thinks he's a giant but is not, runs away from his family, and Alex has to hide him in her room. And then the last time we see Alex's bedroom in a regular episode of the show is in the episode Family Game Night, which, from what I understand, people seem to think is one of the best episodes of the entire show. But anyways, in this episode, Alex and Harper switch bodies, and in one of the scenes, they're in Alex's bedroom trying to figure out how to fix the problem, but they only make it worse. So those were the 5 times that Alex's bedroom was featured in a standard episode of the TV show. However, it was featured 2 more times. It was featured in a very important scene in the Wizards of Waverly Place movie, where Alex is upset with her mother for making her go on family vacation, and Alex is packing her clothes while Harper watches, and then Teresa comes in and basically says that you're lucky to have me and one day I won't be around to help you. Shady. And then after that, we don't see Alex's bedroom for all of season 3. We don't see it for all of season 4. I mean, there was that weird saga towards the end of season 4 where Alex and Harper move into their own apartment and Alex has that flippable bed, but I'm not talking about that right now. But we do see it again in the Wizards Return special, Alex vs. Alex. It appears in one scene where Alex and Harper are doing activities like trying on clothes that Harper would wear and doing things that Harper would like to do. And then it appears again in another scene where Alex is upset with all the problems that she's going through and tries to call Justin for help, and he doesn't respond. And that's the very last time that we see Alex's room. 6 times throughout the entire franchise? That's ridiculous. I was wondering, why is the number so little, especially for like a show like this that has so many episodes and that also has a character like Alex Russo as a main character, because Alex is the type of person who I would imagine spends a lot of time in her room by herself, because I don't think that she like really likes other people and like going to social gatherings. To me, people like Miley, Raven, and Teddy, characters like them would be out socializing and going to like cheerleading events and the football game every Friday night or whatever. Whereas we would see Alex in her room a lot, but it's the opposite. I also thought it was interesting how, like, we saw her bedroom more often towards the beginning of the show and less often towards the end. And that's kind of like the opposite of iCarly, where we never saw Carly's room for like the beginning of the show, but then in the later seasons, we saw it all the time. Okay, I know I'm all over the place this video, but I think I have an explanation for why Alex's bedroom wasn't featured a lot throughout the entire show. So when I read the book Disney High, I found out that the creator of Wizards of Waverly Place, Todd J. Greenwald, originally wanted the show to have an ensemble cast. You know, that type of show where there's not really a main character. Everybody is like their own character in their own way and has their own storylines. And that didn't really go with the Disney brand, which at the time only wanted female leads and everything to be about them, and then all the other characters are in the background. And that's kind of what we get with like Hannah Montana, Lizzie McGuire, That's So Raven. But Todd fought really hard for his ensemble vision, which I guess is why in the show we barely see Alex's room, because he didn't want to have too much shine on just her. He wanted a little bit of shine on everybody else. But he didn't win every battle with Disney, because sometimes Disney would make him change episode titles to like Alex's brother Maxi Man or Alex Russo Matchmaker, when episodes like those really had nothing to do with Alex at all. They were about other characters. But I guess in the end, Todd did win over Disney, because the show was called Wizards of Waverly Place and not Alex the Wizard and her two brothers who also happen to be wizards. Anyways, that's all I got for today. Thank you for watching.